Well, in our health alert tonight, there's a more accurate way to screen babies for diabetes on the horizon.
According to a recent study, this new way of screening is much more effective than current methods.
Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joins us now to explain how it works. Doctor?
Now, researchers at the University of Exeter and the Pacific Northwest Research Institute in Seattle created a new risk score called the T1DGRS2. Fancy name, right? But what it does is analyzes key regions of the genome, which is genetic information. The test was created after researchers studied genetic variations from over 6,500 type 1 diabetes patients. And the new test may not only help identify babies at risk of developing diabetes later in life, but also help when it comes to diagnosing type 1 or type 2. Now, this test could be a game changer for many families. Why? Because type 1 diabetes can start several years before symptoms actually appear. What happens is that the body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. And the complications of diabetes can be disabling, even life-threatening. But if parents are aware that their kids could develop diabetes, they can watch them for signs before they become severe and potentially avoid hospitalization. So great stuff. When it comes to type 1 diabetes in kids, here are my prescriptions. First of all, please know the symptoms for type 1 diabetes like increased thirst, frequent urination, extreme hunger, and unintended weight loss. Secondly, you can get type 1 diabetes at any age. But there are two peak periods when kids are between 4 and 7 years of age and then between 10 and 14 years of age. Also, be aware that research has linked drinking cow's milk to early increased risk of diabetes, type 1 diabetes, and that breastfeeding could do the opposite and lower the risk. Lastly, explain to your kids how important eating healthy is and then be a good role model and eat healthy yourself. Also, make sure kids get regular exercise. I recommend 1 hour a day. And when it comes to diabetes type 1, there's no known way to prevent it. But with the help of this new screening test, it could potentially lead scientists to develop innovative ways to delay or prevent diabetes. For 7 Action News, I'm Dr. Partha Nandi.
And if you have a question or a health concern for the doctor, you can email him, Dr. Nandi, at askdrnandi.com or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter.